What is it like just kind of making the switch from doing a comedy like Broad City that's just very like workaholics-esque with women to jumping into a dark mystery comedy that's more of a satire?
It was so fun to write Search Party because of the mystery elements. I think Sarah, Violet, and Charles have this like amazing comedic voice. But for me, having done a lot of harder comedy stuff that didn't really have much of like a plot, it was so fun to construct like a complicated mystery plot. I love mysteries and thrillers like myself, and so it's sort of like getting to put all of those things I love into a comedy show was so fun and unique, and I just really enjoyed like building out a complex plot like that.
And do you kind of take your inspiration from other like past comedians that you've looked up to, or is it something more of like just the crazy things that go on in your head that you finally put on paper?
Well, I think my job as a creative producer is to find these people with these really unique special voices and kind of just like help them get their shows off the ground. So I would say it's sort of less about my experiences and more about my ability to sort of help facilitate these really talented people.
And kind of viewing, you have that eye for the talent and just kind of picking it out from there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's difficult to kind of see somebody who you think might have potential and then possibly having them let you down and that not following through, or has that not been a thing in the past?
I think the key to like making good content is to just make something that you yourself would like. So I think like not really worrying about what the audience is going to want and not sort of trying to guess what a network is going to want to buy, but just saying, oh, this is really funny to me, or this is really interesting to me. And I found that that's always the best rule of making content, and it ends up being the stuff that does well. It's to just not worry about your audience.
So just like confidence in your own creative work?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna take that advice right there for myself. Thank you so much. And with the new season of Broad City coming out in August, I believe, right?
Yes,
I was wondering if you could give any hints of like what to expect, maybe like a crossover with some. We did have Alia in.
We did have Alia. No one else from Search Party is crossing over on Broad City this season, but it's just a really fun. I would say it's probably the best season yet. It's really silly and really fun, and I think you'll see some of the current themes and what's going on in our world reflected a little bit more. Because how can you not deal with this shit, you know? Every
time I go on Twitter, I don't know if you saw, there was like a meme that it was like, I'm having a great day, logs onto Twitter, like ruined.
Yeah, so I think that we couldn't, I mean, not that Broad City's never sort of shied away from that stuff, but I think this season in particular has to deal with the fact that there's like a monster in the White House.
That's a very great way of putting it. No, that's perfect. Well, I'm excited to see it. Big fan, and it was so great talking to you, Lily.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.